Market moves got me feeling wild, swinging harder than a rocket child, picking up odds like a trader around, praying profits ain't reviled. Charts like a puzzle complex, trading daily, keeping us perplexed. Riding waves like future specs. Gotta calm down, no pretext. Market moves got me feeling wild, swinging harder than a rocket child, picking up odds like a trader around, playing profits ain't reviled. Highs and lows, gotta keep my cool. Can't let fear or greed overrule. Every pick like a precious jewel. No big fool, we ain't in school.
Boris Schlossberg, Managing Director at BK Asset Management.
BK Asset Management's Kathy Lean.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Somebody give me a sound check. Let me know if you guys hear me okay. Let me know in comments. How's the sound? How's the visuals? Everything looks good. Let me know, and I will start getting everything set up. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Sound is good. Chart's good. Everybody in there. Lots of volatility. So morning starting out today with more tariff news. That was the big spike here, that the tariffs are going into effect March 4th. I know the market looks really, really strong, and we're going to trade the market. But as I said, every bone in my macro body is screaming that we're going to go down. I think it's very possible. I mean, mark my words, it's very possible that we could break 21,000 today on the futures to the downside. It's also possible we go 21,500. Who knows? But if you sort of think about this rationally, jobless claims 242. That's $20,000 jump in on the weeklies, the biggest jump I think this year. There is every ounce of my body is telling me the labor market is starting to buckle under the cost of goods produced, the fact that we laid off a lot of government workers. As I said, it doesn't matter whether you think they're productive or not. They are very, very valuable to the economy because it's $100,000 spend each government worker that's not going to come out of demand. And the tariff issue obviously is going to have an impact on cost factors as we go forward. So we will see. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe, growth trumps all. The one thing that was good, durable goods were strong. Obviously, manufacturing, U.S. side, everybody's moving everything stateside. Capital investment here is good. But whether that's going to be strong enough to offset the wobbles on the labor front, I'm not so sure. So, we will have to see. We got about 35 seconds to the open. We'll take a look. No setups right now. I had a green setup right beforehand. I took myself out of the trade because it was clear that it wasn't going to be working. So just a tiny little blip. I've had a good run yesterday. I'm up to, oh no, it's the wrong account. So this is going to be this account. Yeah, I'm up to 52.2. So getting very close to that 53,000 level. And now it gets interesting. I think this, for those of you guys who are thinking about prop, thinking about trading, thinking about sort of, trade management, the key thing that you want to do once you're getting close to the target is actually trade small and not larger. So I'm going to trade micros here with you guys. And if they don't work, we're going to have obviously ample room to repair the micros. But the whole idea is to instead of trying to do like, $500-600 a day, maybe a couple $100 a day towards the target in a very, very controlled fashion. Oh, there goes the sirens. There go the sirens. I'll show you a couple of interesting plays here as we start trading. Again, because I'm going to be trading micros, I can afford to do a lot of sort of more promiscuous things that don't even have signals for us on the trade. Here's one example that I want to show you here. So we're going to go to MES. So like right now, basically, remember the whole key to scalping with us is we want incredibly high probability short continuation trades, meaning that we're looking for continuation, but in a very, very small, short way. And one of those continuation trades is when we recapture the moving average. There was actually, I thought there was going to be a signal here, and it just totally turned around. So I guess NASDAQ also kind of turning around. Everything is coming down. I'm going to show you a couple of things that I'm going to play with that are not in BK Scalper, but that you guys can use yourselves as kind of ideas. So one idea here is we're going to break the 200 period SMA here on the short side. And again, I'm looking for very, very short continuation, right? I'm going to sell this right now. And the stop is going to be, this again, it's a small, tiny little bit here. The idea being, I guess it didn't work because we didn't break the 200. Okay, so I'm gonna get tagged out on this trade anyways. No biggie. I'm giving myself all the way to this candle top, so that's gonna eat me up. It's gonna eat me up. Okay, fine, no problem. So we're gonna go the other way now. I'm just gonna go the other way now. Again, I'm looking for just short continuity. Again, with this thing now, if I get stopped out and I reverse myself out, for a small win over here. The way you want to trade these things is obviously with very, very small lots, because there's lots of volatility here and you have lots of moves. But on a regular basis, like when you have a little bit less volatility during here. By the way, let's go to MES. Let's do this one too. The idea here is we took out the moving average. We have some short continuity. Do we have enough continuity, to go forward? Again, my stops is underneath the lows over here. Let's see if this goes. Maybe not. Just a lot of volatility today. Doing this on the open is obviously very very volatile. But again, these are tiny little trades. The whole idea here is you took out the moving average. The way I really want to trade it is actually when it crosses the moving average over. I literally take it before the candle closes, on the idea that there's going to be enough continuity to pull me up. Let's see if this takes me out. There we go, and this takes me out for a win. The key idea here is if we are strong enough, and again, remember, this is short continuity. I'm looking for just the strong belief here is that if we cross a certain barrier, we're going to go forward. If we cross a certain barrier to the downside, we're going to go downward on very, very small continuity pulls. And when you're doing it, when you basically, this just gives you lots and lots of tiny little trades as you go through the day. Here, finally, we're getting maybe an actual signal here. The other thing I was going to say to you is when we're trading something like this, where it's an actual sell signal for us, because now this is setting up as a short trade, my preference, and again, because you're going to be using small sizes, if this is indeed going to be a red signal, the stop is going to be at well, then now there's no trade here. But the stop that I use on these kind of trades is above the highest candle next to it, not the actual risk line above it, but the next one above, because that gives you the right amount of room to be able to trade this properly. All right, watch the. Here's something interesting. Watch the MNQ. All right, no. Okay, let's look at something else that's interesting. So here we are, 200 period SMA. Another great line, the cross. The idea here is if you cross this line and close above that line, there will be continuity. Let's see if that plays out. By the way, same idea showing up on the MGC on the other way, right? So here's gold. It's got to hold it though. We're gonna see if it can hold the cross of the 200 period SMA. And I'll show you the very, very clean setup that you can do. Nothing going on here. They're all playing around. So this does not cross. Going back to MNQ. No, going back to ES. Okay, ES crosses. Let's go. Ah, shit. Buy. Okay, and I'm gonna try and take out. You know what I hate about this? I have to put the stop. The only thing I hate is when it's super, super fast like this. I have to put the. I'm looking for a 10 because that's 1 point. That would be 1 point. I don't have the limit in there, so I have to just kind of, cowboy this. I wonder if I could. I don't think I could. Oh, orders, positions. No, I can't edit the position in here. I'm gonna have to. All right, to take 7.5. It's fine. It's fine. Oops. What happened here? What did I just do? Oh, what happened here? Guys. Oh, okay. Trade evade. Okay, good. Okay. I just screwed up my thing. Anyways, see this? We take the thing, has continuity. Now, obviously, it's going to have a lot more continuity than this. By the way, let's look at MGC here. This is closing here. Let's see if I'm correct on this one as well. We're going to go sell, stop, take profit. 26 seconds left. If this holds it, the stop would be this point over here. See if we get some continuity over here. Oh, how do I enable? Amir, show me how to enable one-click trading. Thank you. I thank you for letting me know this. Sell. Okay, I'm short here. And I think we just literally made this on my sell. I actually made the TP. Let's go. Yeah, I made the TP on this, right? Do I fill the all right, let's just do this again just to show you. Okay, you'll see. So the first order, I already made the trade on this one. Let's just, again, I'm short against this one. The idea is that there should be some continuity. This is not a great idea for me to go second time around because the first time around is the one that kind of did it, but it was so fast that I wanted you guys to see. These are small trades that I did it. How do I enable one-click trading? Okay, and there you go, continuity on the second time, right? I just want you guys to see how many more short continuity, high probability short continuity trades there are without even the signals in the scalper available to us. During trade, TP and stop loss are displayed in TradingView order line. Just move them. What do you mean? There's no button here that will enable me to do this? By the way, look at this nice move to the downside. I'm gonna have to Google this. Okay, so we're crossing Here's another just sort of, a play you can make. Again, small numbers, small sizes, so it doesn't really matter. This thing breaks the 8 SMA to the downside. Doesn't do it, but if it crosses the line and closes it, we're going to bet that there's going to be continuity to the downside. It's too much continuity. The other really, really aggressive way of trading this kind of approach is if it breaks if it actually literally physically breaks the line. Like, if it just makes the low on the line, you could try to sell it and you get some really, really quick trades that way as well. All right, it's a big move to the downside, so it's fine because we're going to take a small trade. A minute left here. As I told you, I think it's going to be a negative trade here. So I'm gonna take this trade because I think there's going to be more continuity here to the downside. But I'm going to wait now. I'm going to have to wait the full candle close. This thing is just like 10, 12 points to the downside, right? Let's be patient. Oh, I don't think I could do that with okay. So I'm selling this. The idea here is that we have and you see we have continuity. Now again, short continuity, but it's like a very, very high probability trade, right? We broke the moving average and more continuity. Obviously, you can go for larger TPs and targets, but this is all about to show you how you can clip really, really high probability trades just by making sure that you're entering at the points of explosion to the downside or to the upside, right? Obviously, in a high volatility environment, you can clip a lot more than a point. You could probably clip 3 or 4 points. But the point being is that you can do all of this. So here's what I want to. You're saying to me, if I go trade, right? Create new order. What does that do? My point is that what I need is something that automatically clicks the take profit and stop losses, so I don't have to click them automatically. Trade settings. I don't know. I don't see where there's a one-click function here. All right, making fresh lows, as I thought. By the way, guys, remember I told you I thought the markets were gonna come down here. We're easily gonna go through the 200s now on the NQs, and we'll probably go to I think we go to 21,000 before this finds any kind of a bottom. We won't have any signals for a while now because everything is so stretched out. But at least you saw some interesting setups just directly off the moving average break, to the downside. Right click the chart, instant order settings. On Trade-Evade, if you're using Trade-Evade through TradingView, right? You're trading through TradingView, you can use the indicators. The indicators are written for TradingView, but you can connect Trade-Evade to TradingView and have that set up. Yes, absolutely. All right. Fabio is saying to me, right click. I'm right clicking on this. Okay, let's just do a trade. Right click on the chart, settings, instant order placement. Settings. Where's the instant order place? Oh, I have it. I have it checked off. So it still doesn't, still doesn't. What I need is these things um, done, like checked off, right? Because if I'm entering right now, if I were to enter just very simply to say buy, it's not going to put a take stop and a stop loss right away. That's my problem. That's what I wish TradingView would do. Because the very, very notion, we have like a little, here we go. We got the, on GC, we have a little bit of a V-shape, V-shaped trade setting up. 33 seconds left, so let's see how it goes. If this is a trade, would be buyers over here, although it's probably going to challenge the lows here. Would be the buyers here with the stop over here. I don't love the V shapes on these things, but we'll play them. 15 seconds left. Let's see if this holds. All risk selling off right now. All risk does not like any of this stuff. Where's my stops? Oh, it doesn't have a stop. Now I have to do. See, now I have to do like a. And I put a stop in there, and it just got stopped out. See, and I had to do a manual stop, and then I have to do a manual exit. Okay, that's fine. I didn't think this was going to be a good trade, anyways, so I did not love it. On the other hand, definitely M&Q showing us a V-shaped trade. We will take this for sure if it holds. And we'll hold it underneath here. We'll wait for we want to wait for the trade to hold here. Wow, it's going to be a big ass. That's a big ass. That's a 60 point stop here. So you really have to. We're going to be very patient. I want to make sure that we enter on the close of this candle, so that we don't enter intra candle where we don't know where the stops and targets are. Very volatile. 10, 11 seconds left, 9 seconds left. All right, long here, stop over here. Let's see if we can just a small bounce, so we get the bounce back and we get the trade back. Same thing on the S&P here. Going to be against this. This is very, very large. I'm a late on this S&P, but but I'm willing to trade it because I think there's enough extension here to see if we can maybe make it. Again, V-shaped trades are going to be the least, the lowest. You're trying to buy bottoms, sell tops. Those are the worst probability trades. I'm just kind of showing them to you just to give you an idea what the V-shaped trades are. But I really, I'm not a huge lover of the V-shaped trades on a continuous basis. They can come in occasionally as an interesting trade, but generally they're not they're not such a high probability trade. And very often you're going to get these really, really large stops, which is just going to be the case here. So that's why I have such small targets here. That I'm gonna, this might eat my trade, which it will. But I want to show you the mechanics of these things so you kind of understand them. But again, V-shaped trades are the least interesting of all of the signals that we have. So we just don't have any other signals right now coming up. So I'm just fooling around with stuff. Nasdaq is going super trend. Nasdaq is now into super trend sell-off. I think we see 21,100. Those of you who like want to trade the it's taking its time to paint the picture. Yeah, the Nasdaq, that V-shaped in S&P just got stopped out, which is fine. You know, again, tiny little trades. I don't really care. Yeah, I was, you're saying that you could do this on stops and uh, like here, let's just do this. I just want to show you because I don't think I can do this in Tradeovate. That's the problem. So let's just say I want to be a seller of, I want to go MNQ. I don't want to do the big one. Sorry, I don't want to do these stops and losses. Let's just do something like this where I'm on the fly and I'm short here. The thing is, I cannot see, I can't, it doesn't allow me to what is this? All right, I just closed out some trades. It doesn't allow me to do stops and targets. Like for some reason, Tradeovate, you're supposed to like extend them like this. It doesn't allow you to do that. See, it's really, really annoying. So I'm constantly have to, do the clicks. I wish there was a way like for trading you just to say, make these things as a default. You can do it in DOM. All right, let's see if we can do it in DOM. After the fact. Yeah, you can just add it, like this. Well, you can do it off the charts after the fact too, just by going, going into the chart. Oh, we have I'm looking at gold. Let's look at gold. Gold's got a little bit of a V-shaped trade here. Gold is also super trend sell here. Again, V-shapes are not really high quality trades, but we had a huge sell off here. I'll take a shot on this one. Take profit is 84.5. Yeah, 84.5. A lot of negatives. Look at Nas. Nas is like fresh lows, 21,000. Remember I told you I think Nas is going to 21,000. You think there's a liability issues for brokers? It probably is. You know, it's just it's always the issue. All right, so that the gold trade got done on a very tiny, again, the V-shaped pop right over here that got done for the move. Let's see what's going on with NAS. NAS is really selling off. Those of you guys who are like positionally trading, if you were short, you made a ton of money. Like I told you, I thought the market was going to be ripe for a sell-off. And I don't think we're going to stabilize until we get underneath 21,000. We'll see. Or, by the way, yesterday, so remember, yesterday we tested the 5950. Again, same thing on the S&P. I don't think we even find a bottom until we get to 5950. So a couple of other ideas, if you're looking for short continuity trades, very rare where you're not going to be able to be succeeding in this signal. When we go to super trend sell, like the candle turns red, almost always some continuity there, right? So if you were trading, I will say the one exception actually was gold here. If you were trading gold, I think this was red continuity. This did not continue. So you simply use the stop of the candle here as a stop. Here, the gold did not work, but absolutely NAS and S&P. We go, if we go into super trend sell, there's almost always some continuity here on the side. So that definitely worked. So 2 out of 3, some good possibilities here. Time is at 10 o'clock. First half hour, we dropped 50 points in the S&P and about 300 points in NASDAQ. Here's let's see what NAS wants to do around here at the 21,000 level. Gold getting a possible reversal signal here. Not quite yet, but it was just flashing it for a second. A minute 44 left here, so. There we go. There's NAS at 21,000. Like I said, anybody just trading that straight up directionally? I hope you guys banked a ton. About a minute left in the reversal candle in gold. We'll see if that holds for us. And I was going to say, we tested it. Now we bounced back up 30 points off the bottom. Tested the 98s, 30 points off the bottom. We're going to go back to it. We're absolutely going to go back to it. In fact, one of the things I love to do here, I'm just a little bit late on this thing. Fuck it, let's try. Let's just have fun with this. I'm late on this candle. The trade I love to do is when it tests the bottom, comes back up, and then it's going to retest it. This is a bad entry, but I think I'm still going to make money on it. Oh shit! I'm on the big contract. All right, this should be boom. That was good. I took the big contract. So this is another just super easy trade that I like to do. When you're super sold off, the absolute wrong instinct is to try to buy the bottom. When in fact, oops, hold on a second. Oh no, that went away. I was watching the reversal candle in gold here. We have to wait another 2 minutes for gold. Let's see if the reversal candle holds. When the absolute correct trade, when you have these kind of big stresses, it comes back, tests the bottom, does a knee-jerk retrace back up, almost always going to go trade back. And if you sort of sell it with the stop at the next higher high, you get, you're almost always guaranteed continuation, especially like today where I told you, I just think it's going to be super negative. What I said, did you guys see my tweet today? I said we're going to have 150 basis point negative day. NASDAQ is 118 basis points down already. So if we just traded my my macro calls, we wouldn't even have to scalp for a living. Okay, we have gold. I want to go to the small gold here because this is 55 seconds left. Reversal signals are notoriously difficult because right now we could just as easily go right from reversal into a super sell signal. If we do, we'll just flip our positioning because the super sell signal is going to be much more dominant than the reversal signal. But we're going to let this one play itself out. 24 seconds. Wow. Okay. I'm going to let this one play itself out. 20,900, 20,896, 5,932. Markets definitely don't like this shit. They're selling everything. I knew this was going to happen. I posted this. I really felt it. Okay, 5, 6, 7 seconds left. Gold is kind of bouncing back up. It's a big bounce. All right, let's see. Let's see if we get kind of. This is a big ass. And okay, we got the small continuity. Nice. So that worked out. So where am I now? I'm at 216. Okay, cool. NASDAQ is showing a V-shaped recovery on this one. Might be worth it because we've had such a strong sell-off here. I might be willing to play this one. We'll see how it holds if this candle holds because this is we tested the 800s. We're kind of coming off the lows. You could still try to sell this down. Like the really good trade is to sell the rally, not buy the dip. But at this point, buying a dip is not gonna be horrific. So, but generally, you see how like the smart thing very often is to sell the rally, to sell the rip, not buy the dip in a very in a super sell situation. One minute left, so we're gonna have to wait to see how it plays out. Let's see if we can get any kind of a bounce back here. I mean, right now it's just basically short coverers and bargain hunters coming in. Question is, will they be able to hold around this level? We're super stretched away from everything right now. 38 seconds. I'm just being very patient because I don't want to get caught in the intra candle noise. I want to be marked. I want to be at a proper position on the candle here. Candle was rallying big time. And I gotta. What happened to my thing? Oh, did it? I think I just bought it and sold it at the same time. Is that what happened? Yes. It was so fast that I bought it and sold it at the same time because it was just such a big bounce back up. You guys want to see this again? Let's do this again in a slower format. And now I have to go all the way over here. So it's a big ass risk. Very questionable whether you want it worth it. But let's see if and obviously again another scalp. So a couple of quick little scalps here. That do our job. But if you think about this, when you're coming in on these kind of trades, you absolutely have to do them on small numbers because they're just not worth the possibility. Did we take the gold trade? Did we trade the gold trade? Did I fuck this up already? Oh yeah, we did take the gold trade. Yes. Yes. I was like, did I take the reversal gold trade? Yes. Okay. So we had reversal gold trades. There was one trade that we just did not get to, which was the S&P trade over here that flipped around. That I just, I was trading NASDAQ, and I didn't have time for the S&P. But the S&P also gave us. It's just I'm waiting for TradingView to paint the chest. Good job. So, Dr. D, tell us a little bit about how you got your 2,000 awesome day. What I mean by that is, did you just open your position on the short side because you followed my macro idea? Give me which contract, what size you traded, how many points you took out of the trade, because I want people to kind of understand how they could trade, obviously, directionally on a much longer, bigger trades, much higher risk, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But I just want to let people know. I'm really, really curious on the exact mechanics of what you did, so that other people can study that. Why is GC selling? GC selling is because of overall risk off phenomena. However, what you'll notice about the GC is, on a relative basis, it bounced first, right? That was the strongest bounce. It has the strongest bounce. So, in a world where people are going to start liquidating risk, they're going to start running to gold, in my opinion. And whatever, the gold is going to be much more of a buy to dip trade than equities will be in a negative economic environment. All right, watching trades. Nothing much setting up here. Everything is, just kind of bouncing back naturally. Bouncing back to 21,000. So here's going to be another fun trade for us to play. It's going to be a reversal signal if we get it. The idea is, if it recaptures the moving average, then it's going to give us a reversal signal. And yes, we're going to try and trade, short continuity trade that way as well. But from here to there is still a long way away. Dr. D, tell us how you traded. Are you too busy trading right now to worry about this? Yeah, gold reversed. Yes, gold. As I said, gold is the first reversal trade. By the way, gold has a reversal over reversal here. Here we go. I want to show this to you. GC. See, we have the V-shaped trade here, and we'll trade that to the downside a little bit here. So stop. What do I got? $1.35. Still got a lot of time. So this is the way you want to see this is low, high, low. That peak is the peak pattern that hovers above the moving average or hovers below the moving average is what we're trading on these reverse things. Wow, this thing really, really reversed. And now it touches the moving average, so it goes away. So no trade. No trade. You know what's really weird? Look at this. So this is the micro and the moving averages and all that stuff. Now watch the large one. The large ones, the moving average still, there's a massive difference between the way the micro is calculated on the moving average and the large one. That's why you get these conflicting situations. Always want to use the large contract as your baseline, but still. Wow, what is this move? Holy cow. Now this goes away also. So there's nothing here. S&P trying to come back to the moving average and see if we get a little bit of recovery. S&P closes above the moving average. That sends us a reversal signal. a super trend reversal signal. Here we go. Let's see if it holds. Now, you want to have fun? Let's do fun with micros. Again, we're going to just anticipate this. It works, it works. It doesn't work, it doesn't work. Oh, it already, sorry, it just got filled. So what I was going to say is you anticipate the move with a stop over here. Let's do this again. Okay, stop is underneath this candle here. The next one, and there we go. There's a second scalp over here. You know, the more comfortable you get at playing around with these trades, the more you can kind of jump the gun and do all these little fun trades. Because remember, there's a very, very clear risk level, which is the candle behind it. That would be my clear risk level. And we had huge sell-offs. So obviously you have some reversal continuity that's happening. And obviously, I'm trading this with micros just to kind of give everybody to put your toe in the water and not really get large. But the better you get at it, you can trade it with minis. And then, with minis, that was like $100 in 10 seconds. We could have done it on the S&P. That would have been $200 in 10 seconds. So you can find these very, very clear opportunities. If you really want to get crazy, okay, and I'm not recommending this, but this is definitely a strategy. I've done this with a couple of accounts. You find these obviously very, very key pivot points where there's really high probability of continuity, like there was right now. Like there's really high probability of continuity, right? And you have a fresh account. This is why Apex is so great, and why let me just put a link for Apex over here. So the thing that you do is you go 10 large, maximum size on NASDAQ just for 5 points. Boom, $1,000. 2 of those, you're 2/3 to your target. Now, this is not the way you're going to trade in your real funded account. But it's a super fast way to get funded. Like, for example, this account was literally 50,000 yesterday. Where am I? And and I'm close to getting it funded. But what I'm doing is I'm doing really large first couple. I'm waiting, finding those opportunities where I have like really high confidence it's going to have continuity, taking massive size, boom, and then once I've built up that $2,000 cushion, and then I'm just trading micros and stuff like that, and take a couple of days to build it to funding. It's just a fun way to fund the account, because you have all this flexibility. No other prop shop is going to give you that kind of flexibility, because they all have a bunch of bullshit rules about, you can only use one size, you can only use one contract, you can't use full size, all sorts of bullshit like that to hold you back. You could do this by the way, with the S&P, which is very, very liquid. 10 large ones on the S&P is nothing, and you could take that for 2 points, and that's $1,000 on the S&P, and you're right then and there. So just it's a lot of fun to get to play it around. Thank you, Dr. D says, forest for the trees, that's always been his problem. This makes it simple. Yes, thank you so much. I try to do this. Oh, Dr. D is sharing some of his stuff. So let me see what he's posting. With 1 to 11, 2 to 11 runner. Oh, you have like a runner. Oh, R&R is 3 to 1, 3 to 3. Okay, so I see. You're actually, so what he's doing is he's taking an initial position and just leaving one on. And if you get this kind of a massive move as we had in the open, that single runner like literally pays the P&L on that single runner. So, let's say you have three minis, 2 of them he gets out right away at very quick profit. And then the next one could run for 100 points is $2,000. That's a really great idea. I'm never I'm just not able, as I said, we talked about yesterday, are you a sequential or a parallel person? And I'm just a sequential person. I got to do one-on-one, one-on-one, one-on-one. But if you can manage parallel positions, multiple positions, and the ability to milk the profit, the opening position trade with a runner is money. I mean, it's just pure money for a lot of these trades. So I totally see what you're doing, and that makes a lot of sense. So those of you guys who are listening, and you have that in your personality, then you have the ability to do that, which is a lot of fun. Yes, you can trade micros and minis with Apex. Apex is incredibly flexible. You can trade micros and minis. You can mix and match. You can trade micro against mini. That's a very, very advanced technique that I teach inside my own class, which we'll be talking about it tomorrow. That's actually a great technique. By the way, guys, that's going to be, I'm going to be using that to basically run this account to funding, because that's the I don't want to talk about this in live because it's going to confuse a lot of people. There's a lot of people who are new. Maybe a couple of months down the road, we'll show this to you. But you can actually trade the micro against the mini, meaning you can be on the opposite sides of the market and manage the positions and offset any losses with the wins. All of that is totally possible, which is really great. That's why Apex is our go-to prop firm. Wait, I can never chew gum. Right. So that's why KP, that's why I'm saying, I have Dr. D share the stuff. And this is why, coaching is very, very personal. I provide signals. How you use those signals is completely, or the success of you using those signals is completely dependent on your own personality. So the single most important thing is just to kind of know the personality. Yeah, I think that's absolutely true, Rick. On funded accounts, what we're talking about, eval accounts. So again, what I shared with you of like, hey, go large, take a big hit. That will never apply when you're trading funded. But it's really fun if you want to get a quick eval condition. I think not eval. Is it on the eval? Yeah, on the eval you don't have a 30% thing. So they make it super easy for you to, or they don't make it super easy for you, but they give you as many. This is why we love Apex. They give you as many opportunities. They want you to succeed. So they don't put any bullshit restrictions on you when you're trading eval. They want you to succeed. They want you to go to the funding stage. Once you get to funding stage, obviously you're going to have stricter rules, and you can't. And nobody's going to. In no real life are you going to like take your own account, take 10 large for 5 points with a 20-30 point risk in real life. So obviously you're not going to do that. But in the eval stage, you can get a really quick a P&L towards your target. Reverse NQH, yeah. NQH definitely reversed. NASDAQ is, NASDAQ's selling off. Here's the really big question now is going to be, do the lows hold? Like, to me, if the lows break, if we mark my words, I could eat them tomorrow, but mark my words, we break the 5930s, we're going to 5900. If we break the on the NASDAQ lows, which I believe is the 800s, right? We break those, we're going to 20,500. People, it's going to be a 3% day. People are going to freak the fuck out, and tomorrow is going to be all sorts of postmortems. There is no reason NASDAQ should be at this level right now. There's nothing on the macro landscape that says we need to go higher. So we'll see. Trump is breaking a lot of things. A lot of them need to be broken, but the cost of that is going to be chaos, and markets really don't like chaos. Oh shit, guys, I got like 5 more minutes. I'm sorry. Today I really got to run because I have a 10:30 meeting. This is so much fun. We did a lot of trades today. Holy shit. Let me see what we did. Let me tell you how many trades we did today. Hold on, I'm going to go back into my trade evade is not working. I think it's so busy that I can't get my reports working. I can't get it working. All right, forget it. Sorry, guys, I can't get it working. All right, tiny little V-shaped here, $1.28. We'll see if it holds as a reversal signal. Same thing on the S&P. These are okay. Like I actually have no qualms trading these kind of V's. Remember, there's two types of this. It's actually interesting. There's two types of V's, right? So we're a negative trend. We're below 200 period SMA. So we're negative trend, right? We're still in super trend sell actually. So a V that is a long V, right, which is going against trend, especially in an early type of sell-off, is not going to be as highly productive as a V that is with the longer term trend. Now, if this V gets reversed, that's actually a very positive sign that the market is gonna go higher. We've got 38 seconds left here. Let's play around on the S&P. We'll do the micros here on the sell side. Stop would be right above here, the high of that candle, right? So I have to wait. I'm waiting, because I don't want to I don't want to put myself in the middle of a candle. Because the point is, if you put yourself in the middle of a candle, you put yourself at the low over here. And you see how this candle raises up here? Your entry really sucks. If your entry is here, you've made money. If your entry is here, you got 4 or 5 points against you before you even begin to make money. Oh, and we disappear, and the whole fucking signal disappears. So on the other hand, the M and Q signal, that's not even worth it. It just goes right through. So we're actually running. We're running up, and one of those kind of things where where we take out this. A lot of things that I like to fool around with. I'll take this long. I'll take it to the long side here with a stop over here. I didn't do this with you guys because that's obviously not a on the menu. These are off the menu items. Today I showed you a lot of off the menu items that are not part of the actual scalper that you can do that are a lot of fun on a small on a smaller scale basis. Because the whole idea is if this thing is broken, for sure there's momentum the other way, and then you trade the momentum the other way. All right, I got to run, guys. It was a lot of fun. We had a good week again. Like I said, we started the week I think at 50,000. We're at 52.3. Let's keep it running. Now we're gonna trade. I'm just gonna trade it micros. Hopefully, run it to fund it by next week. That's really the game plan on that one. Then we'll turn our attention back to the 150,000 and try to get that one funded as well. But all the all the signals, all techniques are all working. Even off the menu items are kind of fun to do. The whole idea here is short continuity, high probability trades. As long as you're focused in on them, are really, really great ways to scalp our way. And then, of course, those of you who can take these trades with a multiple exit structure where you can have runners, it really, really creates just massive opportunities for you. All right, everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Let me put up before I go. I didn't even put up any links here. If you want to join me for coaching, this is really coaching and signals. Everything that we do at BK all at once. That's all part of the process. So it's all inclusive for 3 months. So basically, you get all of BK for 3 months plus my coaching. And if you want to get Apex, definitely get a couple of Apex accounts. Have fun, large and in charge. Do a couple of large and in charge trades, and get yourself to like 52,000 in 2 trades, and then trade micros the rest of the way, and you can really get funded very, very, very fast. So enjoy yourselves, guys. I will see everybody next week. Thank you again for everything, guys. It was so much fun this week. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.